Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the darkness. We've recently got a late summer storm move in right now here on this Friday afternoon. It's currently raining pretty hard out, but guys, we've got a new strategy here. And based off a number of mock drafts that I've done, there is the idea to maybe just completely wait on the receivers. And in this mock draft, I'm going to be drafting in the first 4 rounds 3 running backs and 1 tight end. And we wait on the receivers. We hands off on the receivers. This is a 10-team, 1-point PPR, totally standard league. And I've positioned myself at the number 2 overall pick. And I think I will go ahead and take, obviously, Christian McCaffrey, assuming Jonathan Taylor gets picked at number 1. And we will see if the strategy ends up working. As for, if you do have the number 2 overall pick, I would highly recommend taking Christian McCaffrey. I think he's due for a healthy year. You can say he's been injured, he's injury prone, but guys, think about it. He's still young. Twisted as a positive, you can say he hasn't had a lot of wear and tear on his body recently. We all know if he's playing 16, 17 games in a PPR league, he is an absolute glitch. So drafting him at number 2, as long as he stays healthy, it is a complete steal. So we are expecting Jonathan Taylor to be drafted here, and then we will enact our strategy of only taking running backs and 1 tight end within the first 4 rounds and kind of experimenting and seeing how well this team could possibly be. Of course, we will be targeting Michael Thomas, DeAndre Hopkins, players like that. You've got, Drake London, Garrett Wilson. There's several players later. Of course, Jerry Jeudy maybe in round 5. This should not be a hard... There it is, Jonathan Taylor. So we'll go ahead and take Christian McCaffrey, and then we've got that crucial late 2nd round, early 3rd round pick. I'm hoping Travis Kelce's going to be there. All right, guys, we are coming up here on our very crucial late 2nd, early 3rd round picks. And I am, of course, targeting Cam Akers here, depending. We'll see if anyone falls. There goes Kamara. So, guys, yeah, I will be targeting Cam Akers and Travis Kelce in all likelihood. How I want to pick them is going to be very critical because I think Schwartz, I don't know who this person is, obviously, but he might try and snipe Travis Kelce, and I need to get Travis Kelce. The issue becomes, does he try and take Cam Akers? I have to take Travis Kelce right now. I hope he doesn't take Akers. I don't think he will. I think I just outsmarted him. Guys, watch this. This is a veteran play by me. I've been doing drafts since 2012. This is exactly how you do this. You take Kelce. See, he's panicking now. He was going to take Travis Kelce. He sees I took him. He's panicking, and he ends up making a rookie mistake and takes Javonte Williams with Melvin Gordon still in that backfield. See, these are the mistakes I don't want people making. You get nervous. I sniped Kelce from him. Now he's worried. He's in a full panic right now. And watch this. I'm calm. I'm cool, collected, and I will be drafting Cam Akers because I know this dude. I've completely played this out. This is like a chess game. And there's a checkmate right there. And that's what you do. Exactly how you do it. That's a checkmate. But guys, this strategy, running backs, tight ends early. Where's my next pick? 39? So this is where it gets interesting. You would say J.K. Dobbins or Breece Hall probably has to fall to me to get good value. Guys, I don't know about Josh Jacobs. I watched him last night in the Hall of Fame game. He wasn't bad. But it's like with Josh Jacobs, he doesn't really get many catches. That's the other problem. Saquon going in round 3. Yeah, guys, I think drafting Saquon in a 10-team league in round 3 is perfectly fine. Take the chance. It's a 10-team league. You're going to get more assets. It gets a little squirrely with the 12-team leagues. And then the 14 and the 16, I really try and limit the injury risk with the early draft picks. When you get to like 14-team leagues, 16-team leagues, you're going to want to limit it. And these people are, all right, wow, Breece Hall okay, so I'm glad I didn't stop recording. Breece Hall ends up going in the 3rd round, so maybe that's just a one-off crazy thing. It is nice to see James Conner is dropping. Guys, see how I'm affecting people? James Conner is dropping in all these drafts because I've been saying don't draft him. and then Keenan Allen goes as well. T. Higgins, I'm not interested in. David Montgomery, I'm not interested in. I don't even think I would draft David Montgomery if he fell to 39, honestly. It's just that offense. All right, this is a very critical part. Is J.K. Dobbins going to fall to me? If he doesn't, guys, I might have to abandon this strategy. Because there's no other running backs right now that I feel good about. So it's a flexible strategy, right? If it falls, wow, Travis Etienne. I like that pick. Over JK, that's tough. JK, oh my God, they're going to do it. Well, we're picking JK Dobbins. See, they're giving it to me. Now we've got our 3 running backs. We've got our tight end. Now we go on the hunt. We go on the total hunt for receivers, and there's so many available. The question becomes, will Jerry Jeudy be there at the end of round 6? Because right now I can go ahead and I can take Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson's a little bit of a risk. The problem with Deontay is Kenny Pickett. And the quarterback situation, Mitchell Trubisky, also Chase Claypool is stealing targets. They've got the rookie George Pickens. But I feel comfortable with Deontay Johnson right now because I need a solid receiver. And I'm looking, Brandon Cooks, I'm not interested. Mike Williams is way too streaky for me, personally. So Deontay Johnson, really good PPR asset if he's available. If he's not, I will take Jerry Jeudy. I don't care. I will reach for Jerry Jeudy. Come on, man. You've been taking a year. Listen, I don't really care, man. Go ahead, take Deontay Johnson. I'll take Jerry Jeudy. I get the better player. Jerry Jeudy, baby. All right, guys, we are coming up on my next pick here we've got another crucial round 6 selection, and we should not be drafting Allen Lazard. I mean, that's one of the worst picks I've seen since I started doing these. Oh, my God. But, guys, I need more receivers, right? Actually, I'm just going to look at everyone just to make sure there's no running backs. There's not. I was just making sure. Yeah, Gabriel Davis, that's not a good pick either. I might have to go Chris Godwin here. The question, DK Metcalf, yeah, it's just tough, you know. It might be Chris Godwin and then, so Michael Thomas got picked. He did get picked. All right, that's annoying. So, yeah, I think you have to get the solid receiver, Chris Godwin, and then we might just go ahead and draft DK Metcalf if he is available. If he's not, I think Amari Cooper is a major risk. We don't know what's going on with Deshaun Watson. I think the NFL wants to punish him and make an example out of it, so it might be a 12-game suspension. It is so dark out. My God. I'm like reading Ghost right now, I bet. It's Allen Robinson. That's a fine pick. You know what? I really got to start respecting Allen Robinson more. No, guys, I just think based on value here, I don't love DK. But it's like DK is going to have at least a decent season, and if I can get him for depth, I'm looking at these other players, I feel fine doing that. And guys, the idea of the no receiver strategy, it gives you the ability to just load up on mid-round receivers. So unfortunately, DeAndre Hopkins, that was a pretty good pick. But I will say, if you can target DeAndre Hopkins, if you're doing this strategy, I would highly suggest, I got sniped. He drafted Hopkins early, but I would highly suggest looking for DeAndre Hopkins if you can find him. And I'm just looking at other receivers. I love me some Garrett Wilson. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should really look to take someone like an Adam Thielen. Just get more depth. Just get more bodies. Adam Thielen, a solid number 2 receiver. I don't mind that pick. Devontae Smith, it's tough with just the way the target shares work there. Jalen Hurts gets picked. Yeah, I'm fine with taking a value play with Adam Thielen the first time I've drafted him. That's no big deal. I think maybe Clyde Edwards-Helaire here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm taking Tony Pollard. I am not getting sniped for Tony Pollard again. So I'm making sure. This is having 5 drafts in a row where people overdraft Tony Pollard and they completely snipe me. And my quarterback will be Trey Lance, guys. I love Trey Lance. I'm all in on him. Can we make a pick, man? I mean, it's me and Schwartz this entire time. It's been an issue. Big boy, I know you're not picking Pollard. Just pick someone. He took A.J. Dillon. That's a classic mistake. rookie mistake there and give me Tony Pollard. There's some running back depth for me. See, we've already got 3 stud running backs. That's the whole idea of the no receiver strategy. You get a stud like McCaffrey, a clear RB1. Cam Akers, you get J.K. Dobbins. The only worry I have with J.K. Dobbins, just the issue with Lamar Jackson stealing his rushing touchdowns. Boy, Trey Lance is moving up boards. And the thing is, the tight end position is already solved for me. I got Kelsey. That's the whole idea. In the first 4 rounds, you take 3 running backs and a tight end, and hopefully you get Kelsey if you're positioned the way I position myself. I also love Brandon Ayuk. This strategy is foolproof, guys. I'm being honest. Let me just make sure. Let me make sure I get... Man, how many... See, this is one of the things that just... It makes you... Well, I guess this is round 10. Okay, it is round 10. But it's like there's not a lot of quarterbacks left. This is a 10-team league. I mean, people are just obsessed with picking quarterbacks. They can't separate real life from fantasy. Guys, I know quarterbacks are extremely meaningful in real life. It's the most important position. We're picking a kicker in round 10, folks. I've seen it all. It's not a smart strategy. But yeah, Trey Lance, I'm all in on Trey Lance. It's either Jalen Hurts or Trey Lance for me. Garrett Wilson, that was a really good pick. All right, I'm on the clock. So let's try and find some value here. I like Dallas. Yeah, so Kenneth Walker is probably my pick here. I'm going to have to say Kenneth Walker. Get another running back. The thing is, with Kenneth Walker, I'm not in the position where I have to play Kenneth Walker or Tony Pollard early in the season. Although if an injury happens, the thing is, even if an injury happens to one of my running backs, I have my running back in the flex. So all I have to do is replace DK Metcalf. Move the running, like, let's say McCaffrey gets injured. Cam Akers becomes my RB1. J.K. Dobbins becomes my RB2. And my flex is open, and I can put Thielen, Metcalf, whoever I want in the flex, depending on what happens. Tony Pollard's the guy, I would not recommend, obviously, starting Tony Pollard week 1. I think it's down the line. It's the same thing with Kenneth Walker. It's the same thing with Tyler Algier. It's an investment, and these are late-round investments we're doing at that. So that's the overall strategy on some of these guys, but we are coming up on our picks, and I'm just going to be taking the normal guys that I know. Actually, James Cook has been getting some rave reviews for Buffalo. I think James Cook is worth a pick, guys. He's a good PPR guy. That's an offense that scores a lot of points. I might start hyping up James Cook. Who knows, guys? But yeah, so James Cook is who I'll pick here, and I do love taking Alexander Mattison kind of at the end as well. You know what? We're going to go get Algier. We're going to make sure we get Algier. Mattison is right there. There he is. Oh, there. I was going to say, I almost going blind there. So we will end this off, and then I'll review the team. All right, guys, we're coming up here. I like, just a quick thing, I do like Jalen Tolbert, who is supposed to be the Cowboys' number 2 wide receiver. They've had some injury issues, so he's a guy, even someone like Tolbert, where maybe you're in a league with some noobs. He has a few big weeks early in the season when Michael Gallup is out or something like that, and then you trade him and sell high. So that could be a situation with him. So I do think I will take him here towards the end if we can get on with it, guys. Thank you. There goes Noah Fant. And I will go ahead and take him, and then I'm going to have to take a kicker and a defense. We'll look, and you know what? I just take a random one. Again, guys, you're going to want to research this if you get into a real league. If we can quickly move here, folks. Let's move, ladies. Let's go. Pick someone randomly. It's round 15. This is not being saved, folks. There we go. We got everyone picking defenses. Yep. I'm just going to pick a kicker. And it's whoever I think has a good offense that can score a lot or a game thing like that. Tyler Higbee, there's a name. I thought Tyler Higbee was going to be good last year. They just don't utilize their tight ends. The Sean McVay. It's surprising. Tyler Higbee seems like he could be a weapon. He is a big boy. Robbie Anderson, there goes Matt Gay. And we will go ahead and draft Ryan Suckup, who's kind of been the guy I've been picking mainly due to the fact that the Buccaneers are going to score a lot. But again, guys, you know what? I'm not going to pick Brian Suckup. I'm going to pick someone else. Cade York, yeah, probably not. Really, it just depends who's going to get a lot of field goals. We're going to draft Jake Elliott. How about he's still a kicker? And we've got, this is again, guys, no wide receiver strategy, right? So we go running back, tight end, running back, wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver, running back, QB, and then you can see it. So it's the load up on the elite running backs. It's McCaffrey, Akers, and Dobbins. You get Travis Kelce as your tight end. You don't have to worry about that. Your receivers, you can choose Judy, Godwin, Metcalf, Thielen, all solid. The guys I was targeting that I wasn't able to get with this strategy, I would target Michael Thomas. I wasn't able to get him. And I would target DeAndre Hopkins, who suspended the first 6 games. I got sniped for him in the 8th round. And then I did take Tony Pollard. My QB, I'm all in on Trey Lance. Kenneth Walker, amazing. James Cook is a guy, he's going to move up boards. I'm telling you, he's going to be a 7th or 8th round pick soon. Tyler Algier, that's my bust. Or that is my sleeper. Jalen Tolbert, and then kicker defense. So this is the overall strategy. The way it works out, there's a lot of solid receivers in the mid-round. You can get Chris Godwin, Jerry Jeudy, Michael Thomas, DeAndre Hopkins, DK Metcalf, Thielen. There are assets that you can get. Spend the early round picks on the running back. I'm not saying this is a foolproof strategy. It's very dependent on where you're picking. But if you're picking 1st or 2nd overall, this would be a strategy that might behoove you. That's what I'm saying on this, guys. But, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.